Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 511 as we continue our coverage, our care, our support, and our love for Ukraine. Our attempt to tell the truth of what is happening there inside that nation in the war, and also to support in every way that we can. How do you do that? By continuing to like and to comment, to subscribe, to donate, hit that notification bell so you're aware of every upload that we do. Join the Patreon, whatever you can do. And tonight, I promise you, when this video and this update is over, I guarantee you're going to have a desire on the inside of you to go join the Patreon or to go to our links, our secure giving through our church. In the description, every penny plus gets to Ukraine. I'm in shock of what just happened. Yes, I'm in my orange t-shirt. Typically, this is how I'm working, not how I'm streaming. And I get a phone call. My phone is blowing up. And Janya's telling me from the refugee camp, call me now, call me now, call me now. Folks, you do not want to miss what I'm going to roll to in just a few minutes. Blown away at what we're able to do helping people. So thank you for being here. Before we get to that and I roll that in, I want to jump and look at a few things. You probably have heard it's made headlines on some news stations in the United States, many in foreign nations. But Ukraine, over the last 48 hours, massive air attacks through Shaheeds and also through cruise missiles. These are both seaborne, coming from naval vessels, and also strategic bombers and aircraft like the Su-35s and the Tupolev 22 MZs that have released these barrage of missiles down upon Ukraine. We're going to talk about that specifically. And in just a moment, you'll hear a school where we have done a lot of work no longer exist. Very saddened by that. And you'll hear more about that in just a few moments. But if you look at the map there with me, over the last 48 hours, I can confirm to you the following things. 16 caliber class missiles have been launched from the Black Sea from naval vessels. 8 KH-22s have been shot at Ukraine from Tupolev 22s. Those are airplanes. They'll be running the borders. They'll be running the occupied territory and release their payloads. 6 Onyx missiles have been sent directly from the mainland there in Crimea. 1 KH-59 was released out of the south by an Su-35, 32 Shaheeds. Drones. Drones are flying right now. They're always flying, folks. But little tough, 37 out of 63 destroyed. I know you're sitting here going, ho, 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 I'm reading different. They shot them all down, da, 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 da. 37 out of 63 were destroyed. Others were hit, deflected, did massive damage. Massive. And there were direct strikes. I can tell you a young child has been killed in Odessa. So we're going to look at the map that is before you there. Start in the upper left, Zhytomyr. Zhytomyr was hit by cruise missiles, and very important infrastructure facility was taken out. In fact, Ukraine, as I shared with you on the last stream, is already telling people that we're going to have energy issues. We're going to have heating issues coming in the fall and the winter. These places are being hit very regularly. It's a desire to cripple the nation of Ukraine, as we'll be coming into. I know it's hot right now around the world and record heat all over the place, but believe me, the cold time will be here quickly in Ukraine. Kyiv, no direct hits, but there were deflectionary hits, damage to private industry and also residences. The city of Dnipro, this would be right in the center of the map, under the letter U in Ukraine. No direct hits, deflectionary hits, critical infrastructure, private institutions, residential homes. Mykolaiv area, Mykolaiv City, there were direct hits. In fact, the school building, we're going to talk about more of that in just a moment, was destroyed. You're actually going to see inside the school building because we were there shooting film back a few months ago during a Christmas program. City of Mykolaiv hit. damage to infrastructure and residences. And Odessa, massively hit. As I told you, we have a child killed, 9 wounded. Port infrastructure has been destroyed. Residences have been damaged. Private institutions, shopping center. It was big. It was a big attack. And that's where we're at. Going to hear more about that in just a few moments. As a result of that, President Zelensky today releasing an edict that the port of Odessa must be reinforced at a high level. I saw in the chat the other day, somebody was writing, why don't be careful, Russia will invade an amphibious landing. I'm sure they would desire to do that, and we've heard about that many times during the war, but folks, that's not going to happen. I've been all along that port in Odessa. You do not want to roll any amphibious vehicles on that beach. You'll be smoked. However, the air, that's how it's going to continue to be smashed. And today, in that official from Zelensky, he's calling for a reinforcement of Odessa. We're talking about troop rotations, anti-air defense. They're going to turn Odessa even more into a fortress than it already is. Of course, you see that map right there in the bottom half of that tweet. Odessa, Mykolaiv, Kherson, even Zaporizhia. These cities are big and they're very, very close to the occupied territory and the front lines. It's no problem for drones and any type of missiles to hit those places. So that is Zelensky's response. Now, I want to jump up to Russia for a moment. This is very interesting. This is the school curriculum that will be coming out beginning in September. That headline right there in Russian actually reads that new curriculum will be coming out in the fall of 2023, teaching senior students and older students why it is necessary for the special military operation, talking about the history of Russia, talking about what their perception is that there is no Ukraine. It's all in the textbooks. Students will be taught that beginning this fall, September 2023, in their curriculum. Last thing I want to jump to, and then we're going to get to Zhenya tonight, is James Cleverly. I know that we have a lot of guys in here that have been with us from day one that are residents and citizens of the United Kingdom. James Cleverly, a couple of days ago, making a powerful declaration to the United Nations. I thought it was worthy that the world see it. He's speaking in English, so of course it'll be easy for us to understand. No voiceover, none of that stuff. But he tells the truth. Now, this is in regard to the grain deal that Russia has left. And of course, Putin coming out today saying, well, we could come back into the grain deal if you reconnect all of our SWIFTs, you take away some sanctions on these guys, They're going to use negotiation tools as always. But as of now, the grain deal is dead. And James Cleverly, UK Foreign Secretary, just made some very, very powerful statements, not only in regard to the grain deal, but also in regard to the war itself, and that this is not just a war against Ukraine. Hello, it's what we've been saying the whole time, but it's a war against the world, and the world needs to respond. So take a peek at this. This is an incredible 3 minutes, James Cleverly.
But the world is watching, and Russia will be held accountable. We welcome the International Criminal Court's investigation, and we will leave no stone unturned until the responsible are brought to justice. Ukrainians are Russians' principal victims, but this war is also harming the poor and the vulnerable across the world, particularly in Africa, in Asia, and in Latin America. Energy prices rocketed by 20% worldwide last year, almost doubling global inflation from 4.7% to 8.7%. World food supplies have fallen sharply. Ukrainian food exports, maize, barley, or wheat, have plummeted by more than 40%. For sub-Saharan Africa, which relies on these supplies. Food prices are rocketing by a staggering 332% in Lebanon last summer. Some of these losses were offset by the Black Sea Grain Initiative, brokered by the UN Secretary General and Turkey. But today, Russia has announced it is refusing to extend it and is taking a colossal 23 million tons of Ukrainian food off of world markets over the forthcoming year. As the UN Secretary General said this morning, today's decision by the Russian Federation will strike a blow to the people in need everywhere. And we call on Russia to return to the table and agree to extend the Black Sea Grain Initiative indefinitely and to implement it fully without delay. Let us be clear. Russia's actions are taking food out of the mouths of the poorest people across Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. We cannot allow this war to go on for another 500 days. The UN General Assembly has called repeatedly for peace, a peace that is based on the principles of the UN Charter and our shared belief that might does not equal right. President Zelensky's 10-point plan has shown a way forward. Ukraine wants peace. We want peace. The whole world wants peace. Peace will bring home Ukraine's lost children and feed the hungry of the world. Peace will keep the promises we all made in the UN Charter, and peace will pave the way to a reformed multilateral system. And peace will help deliver the Sustainable Development Goals. A just and lasting peace is what we all want. The Russian Federation can choose peace today by withdrawing all Russian forces from Ukraine. Mr. Putin, bring your troops home. End this war now. I now resume my function as president.
So there you have it. Those are the words coming from James Cleverly. Very, very powerful, very direct. Ukraine, of course, as we've talked about, really a breadbasket for the world. The Black Sea grain deal now no longer, and the call for peace and for Mr. Putin to take your tanks home, to take your troops home. Trying to ring a little bit of Ronald Reagan right there. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. One of the most powerful statements in history from a world leader. James Cleverly, you did a fine job there, and we're grateful. He understands it's a global war. The backside of that, folks, is forget the UN. They're a joke. And Vladimir Putin knows it. They're a joke. But the principle of what he's stating is proper. Unfortunately, it's going to take military to stand up strong. The bully's going to have to be shown who the big boy is. And until that happens, he's not going anywhere. And you will continue to see what we've seen over the last 48 hours with missiles and air barrages raining down. In fact, I can tell you, you're getting ready to hear the story of a little boy from New York. Yeah. New York. Here's the map of Ukraine. This is not New York City, folks, but he's from New York, right here above Avdiivka. So here's Avdiivka, and then up here is Bakhmut. And if you look right here, right there, right by the front line, New York. That's how you pronounce that. New York. It's New York. New York, Ukraine. Maybe many of you did not know, but Ukraine has a New York. Tonight, a little boy from New York is in our refugee camp, and please hear me closely. I'm getting ready to move over to this video right now. This happened. It's not edited well. Zhenya called me and said, man, turn the studio on now. I got to get in. I've got a story we've got to tell the world. Folks, due to you, your generosity, your giving, the refugee camp happening today, a little boy from New York, his life was saved because he was at that camp. So folks, here it is. This was Zhenya calling me just a little while ago. So I'm here this afternoon getting stuff ready for the stream, preparing information. All of a sudden, I get a buzz on the phone and Zhenya says, get me in the studio right now. So it is late evening there in Ukraine. He, of course, is at the refugee camp and the kids camp. that we are all helping to put on, and I have no idea what is getting ready to happen. So you're going to witness it the same way I do. Let's do this. And what's up?
Хочу тебя познакомить с кем-то.
Хорошо.
I want to introduce you some. Друг рассказал, что он из Нью-Йорка.
On is New York. Okay.
Hey, привет.
So our new friend here is from New York. Oh my goodness.
Could
Привет.
you go? Oh, go Russian.
Привет, дорогой. Как у вас? Нормально?
Сказать,
He says it's. I don't know how to tell it.
На русском нормально. На русском нормально. I'm telling you, you can speak Russian. Oh, don't lose him now. No! Folks, there is a refugee from New York. Not New York City, but New York. You may say, well, where are you talking about? Let's see here. I'll show you. This is the stuff we do during the day when we're helping kids. So this is crazy.
Oh, come back.
Да.
мне сегодня прилетела мина в дом.
He said, the mine got to my house today. He got the news today, this morning. He originally from New York. Да.
So he has a message today that his home was hit. Holy moly. Let me go back to this view. This is real time, folks. So, New York. Let me show you here where we're talking about. Hold on. Let me go back since I got them here. I'm going to show people where New York is, but so his home was hit.
Yeah, his home was hit. Скажи собаку.
Ой, можно я не буду?
Yeah. Okay. He said, I'm not okay to talk more because he said it's hard for him, and he got the message that the dog was killed. It was 120 millimeters mine, the caliber.
Well, that's not a
It's
mine.
huge.
It's
a mine throwers, like a
Yes.
mortar, and we call them mines.
Okay.
And so he got
So
this message,
today-
and
His family dog was killed.
yeah, and he now
Sure.
for now.
But this is
he's
reality,
crying 'cause-
man.
Yeah, but reality. This is what I wanted. This day, it was today happened. So, and what he shared with me, he said that he is that region just because of he needed. They were living in New York,
Yes.
and he was usually at home, but one of the times when they had to run to bomb shelter, he broke his leg. And because of that, they sent him to relatives, the mother and grandmother, to hospital, just because of his broken leg. And he said, today, at the moment when the mine arrived there, mother was on the workplace, and the grandmother left the house. And he said, it looks like, if not this camp, he would be at home.
Mm-hmm. And may have the same result as his dog.
Yeah.
And I know he doesn't understand me. So
Yeah, and the German
let's-
Shepherd.
let's show
And
people. Look here. So where is this boy from? You guys know very well Bakhmut here. Here's Bakhmut. You come down from Bakhmut on the front line. These are the kids we're helping. And you come down, and right here, you see that right there? That's New York.
Показывает
And
New York.
right by the line. I'm showing a карта.
Він просто працює там, я йому позвонив в студію.
So that's what we're talking, folks. These are the kids that we're helping. This is unbelievable. Как вас
I asked
зовут?
him, говорит, как тебя зовут? Ваня.
Ваня. Меня зовут Гриша.
Гриша.
Но если ты хочешь, может, скажешь дядя Гриша. Да.
Дядя Гриша.
И послушай меня, в следующий раз я буду в Украине, и будет скоро. Шоколад будет со мной для вас подарок.
Для тебя привезет в Штаты.
I'm telling him the next time I'm there,
He
we'll
said,
get to him and
wow.
bring him some chocolate.
He said, wow. Тоді треба, щоб якийсь номер мені дав, щоб я тебе знайти зміг. Він свої обіцянки виконує. I told them that he...
Oh, losing him again. You told him
No.
you did what?
I said that this man is holding his promises, so I will need your phone number. So,
Yes,
and
no
he
problem.
said, I'm happy, I'm so thankful that we made this camp. And all the people who participated that. And he said, normally at this moment, if mother is there and grandmother there, I'm sitting at home. If not the leg, if not that situation, and then the camp, I would be there with the dog.
Well, we take this as the grace of God, and this would have been a dead family.
And he said, the name of the German Shepherd, Ona.
Oma. Well,
Yeah.
there will be a new Novaya Собака будет. Novaya Собака будет. I'm telling him there'll be a new dog in the future. Oh my goodness. So this is reality, man. I knew you lit my everything up. I was downstairs. You said, call me right now.
Можешь сказать, hey, say him, скажи пока.
Пока, дорогой. Молодой человек. Слухай меня, мы с нами. До перемога. Мы вас любим, мама, тетя. И все будет хорошо.
He did turn his...
But look at the mentality there.
And
you understand?
Yeah.
Wow. So here's our camp. Beautiful.
This is the 10 new because of the help.
Beautiful tents. Are the kids having a good time?
Okay, let's ask them.
Okay.
Народ, підійдіть на хвилинку до мене. Тут мій друг з Америки хоче запитати.
He's telling them all, come over here. I got a friend from America. Привет.
Hello.
Как у вас?
Как дела?
Как дела? Good. Супер. Я очень рад тебя видеть.
Мы тоже.
Да, и все будет хорошо. Слава Украина.
Да. Героям
Да, мы вас любим, дети. И молодежь. Да. О, Барби.
Да.
Pop.
Hey,
Да.
Vin Diesel. Hey man, look, I have Vin Diesel here.
Vin Diesel. We've got Vin Diesel. Привет, мальчик. Привет, молодой человек. I'm telling him, good day, young man. Awesome, man. Well, this is what we're doing. So, Bud, that's a real story. So that's what happened today.
And wait a minute.
Hey.
One of the ministers here in the camp.
Hello, привет. Привет.
Hello, I'm from Pokrovsk, city Pokrovsk.
Покровск. Покровск.
Донецкая регион, да?
Я знаю Покровск очень хорошо. Я был Покровск много раз. Holy moly, she's from Покровск. That's over there.
У меня пастор Вадим Бюро.
Oh, super. Слава Богу.
Слава Богу.
So
Да,
she's
мы стоим
participating
вместе.
with her.
Мгм.
Да, стоим вместе.
Понял.
So, and we have
Wow.
kids from different places, and probably will not go really far from.
Holy moly. This is like Survivor. I've never seen an episode of Survivor, but it's like Survivor. Всем привет!
Дядя Грег из Америки.
Это дядя Гриша из Америки.
Ваня Гладыщук.
О, привет, молодой человек. Мой друг. Пиццу помнишь?
Давай, я покажу. Помашите привет дяде Грише.
Привет. He's tell Uncle Greg hello.
Помашите дяде Грише привет с Америки.
Привет. О, привет. Как у вас? Как дела? Я очень рад тебя видеть. Holy moly. Слава Україна.
Слава Україні говорить. Що треба знати?
Героям слава. Wow. This will mess you up right here. Hey, I need one thing from you. So I'll put this, of course, this is on the stream tonight. Can you get me a group photo before it gets dark?
Oh,
After they eat. After they eat.
I will try. It's not easy.
Oh,
Okay,
listen,
we'll try it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who's responsible for the camp?
What do you
the
mean?
director? Who's the director of our refugee camp?
Me?
Summer camp. You the director.
Yeah.
Then you can get a
Yeah.
photo.
Easy.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Okay.
Hey, but on another note, that young boy from New York, you realize that story's not in the news anywhere. Broke his leg running
Yeah.
away. Dog killed today.
One more news today for you.
Go.
You will not believe. I got a call from Nikolaev Oblast,
Okay.
from our friend.
Okay.
The school we were making our Christmas program, the first place,
Yes.
today was destroyed.
The school we were in was destroyed.
Yeah.
Folks, let me cut to that school right now. This is it. Pause. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Man, I just showed it. That's the school that was destroyed. We were working with all those kids. It's dangerous, folks, but you can see it's worth it. Look at these kids. I think we've lost connection with him now. We may get it back. We'll see. Oh, my. What a treat tonight for the update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just showed the video of the school. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and he said it seems to me caliber missile, and I don't have pictures, and maybe I will try to get it. But
Well, I
it
showed
was
the video of
made-
what it looked like. We know what it looks like blown
Yeah.
up. Well, it was tough because of, as I've already talked about, a lot of missiles and Shaheeds flying over the last 48 hours. 37 taken out, 63 total. Tough.
And our Navara
Oh, there's the Navarra.
here.
Beautiful. Right where I put the flag on it at. Folks, there's the Navarra. There's the summer camp. There's the kids we're pulling out of New York. If you do not think you're not making a difference by giving money, I'm sorry, but I'm very direct about it now. You're making a huge difference. So this little boy could have lost his life today if it wasn't for the camp. So, and that story's thousands of times over. Thousands of times over. Well, thank you, boss. What a great treat tonight for the update. Anything else? Everything else I've covered. The missile strike. Also, great speech by James Cleverly at the UN talking about Russia. This war needs to stop. So we'll see. It was good, but that's where we're at. Get me a photo.
Okay, I will.
Anything you? Hey, Anything you want to say to the viewers and the partners?
One more time, we have more kids here. Thank you to all who did help, to all people. Thank you for helping us.
That's right. You're down on a beautiful river. I will not tell the name of the river, but it's beautiful. We don't want to give your location away, but it's beautiful. All right, my man. Love you. Send me a picture.
Okay, I
All
will.
right. Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Are you kidding me? Folks, please share this video. Call your neighbors, call Fox News, call CBS. I don't care who you call. Call Ghostbusters. Where else are you going to have that rolling in to see people helped, to get the truth of what's going on? It's not happening. He's calling me right during my afternoon when I'm prepping. So, wow. Thanks, Shania. Hope you guys appreciate that inside look there into Ukraine. It's powerful. Powerful. Wow. We're all making a big difference together. Yeah. Good work. Good work.
That's it. This reality we living through with them. He's crying all day. I came to support him.
So you're
decided to share because
just to confirm, this happened within the last 24 hours.
He got a call from his mother this morning from New York. His mother there. He went to she went to work, and grandma went somewhere other place, and he had to be there. And only dog was there, and they got a strike there.
Think about what's going through his mind. He's old enough to understand that he very well could have been there. So he's not only grappling with the loss of his dog, but he's having to deal with knowing that he could have been there. It's crazy. That's where we're at, folks. So that's where we're at. All right, I think I've lost him now, but that's who we're helping. That's our partner. 26 years we've worked together. All right. Seeing if he'll reconnect, but probably not. Anyway, it's excellent. Excellent. Nope, there you are.
Sorry.
I don't know why you keep going in and out. It's not like you're not in a war zone or nothing.
Yeah, but it's probably there is reason, I think.
Yeah.
I will fix it.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's reality.
This is what we have, and we paid for 70%, maybe 80% of the kids here. 70%. And the next week we'll have less people, but as well we helping them. And Navara is a big blessing. It has terrible tires, but
well, I got news for you. When I get back there, we're gonna have some new tires, if not before.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
folks, send money. We need to buy tires for the Navara.
But it works so much better than the car was before, because at this moment we need a water for the camp, and we use this piece of technique to take water, really good quality from the special spring here. It's just a super.
And I do know exactly where you're at, and it's not easy access. It's hilly, and you got to go down these hills, and it's tough. So the Navara helps with that 4-wheel drive. And
by the way, what you I'm not sure you remember it. And this year it is not really nice made, finished, but the first time and only time I've been in your church, you gave a blessing 1,000 USD This is we bought a solar system, and it's from that all of these years it's helping us to have a solar power, inverters, batteries, everything.
Beautiful. I also noticed that you've got those solar panels tucked behind bushes so that drones can't see them easily.
This is Starlink,
Yes.
and this is how we have internet here.
There it is, folks. I knew he was running Starlink, but we have solar power, we have water filtration, we have solar panels for power, and we're helping kids who could have lost their life today. So it's all worth it. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Send me a picture.
I will.
All right, man.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is the update directly from our refugee camp. Had no idea that would be unfolding today. And, you know, just think about that as I close out tonight. This refugee camp literally saved that young man's life today. It's not in the news anywhere that a home was struck and a dog was killed. But it happens every day along the front line. Thousands of people affected daily by mortar shell strikes, missile strikes, drones. It's just too much for the news. But today, if our refugee camp had not been going on, that little boy would have been home with his grandmother. Mom would have probably been at work, and they probably would not be here. So, thank you. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for continuing to like and to comment and to share and subscribe. Folks, we're putting it out there, and you are a huge part of that. So you guys be blessed tonight. Thank you for supporting the work that we do. I'm here to tell you the best is yet to come because we're standing for what's right. You're standing for what's right. Good does win. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you in 48 hours, if not before. Have a good night.